Fabulous day of Test cricket, with England beginning at 60 behind and finishing it up 295 in front. And it was the younger players and their positive intent, players like Ben Stokes and Joe Root, that really got England into that position, though of course it was the foundation provided by Alistair Cook that allowed them to do that. Now let's look at the way the Investec Test Tracker reflected the day's play. We'll look first at the scoreline and just see how it developed during the day. Ian Bell, of course, was out in the first over, and that was a real tragedy for England. It could have caused a lot of problems, but fortunately Joe Root and Alistair Cook between them then actually batted on until almost the new ball was due. Here's Joe Root out in the 68th over, and they'd really surged the score on, but this was a very vulnerable moment because it brought in a new batsman with the second new ball almost available, and that could have been the time that New Zealand could really have capitalised. But instead it was Ben Stokes who took on the fast bowlers with the second new ball and pulverised them everywhere and gave England an amazing position of strength, with of course Cook at the other end. Now let's have a look at the match tracker and how, well, the Stokes effect in particular is being reflected. This is towards the end now of the fourth day, and you can see these dips into the red for England on New Zealand taking wickets, particularly the Bell wicket there, which really gave them an advantage, but Root and Cook built it back up again. And then after the Root wicket, here's Stokes coming to the crease and smashing them everywhere and really getting England into the black. At the end of the day, they're still in a positive position, although they probably want another 20 or 30 runs tomorrow. So let's see where those batsmen hit the ball. In particular, Alistair Cook, who seems to have really recaptured his mojo and is working a lot of runs on the leg side. Now, not being tempted to try and drive it through the offside quite so much until he's well in. He left the ball very well today and made the bowlers bowl straighter, and then he worked for singles on the leg side. That rotated the strike, and then when Ben Stokes came in later on, he absolutely assaulted the bowlers, particularly over the leg side, with those amazing pull shots, several fours and sixes as they tried to bounce him out. And notice these shots down the ground here too. He really exudes authority and power, and he recaptured the situation for England and actually took the game away from New Zealand. So it now is beautifully set up for tomorrow. 300 or so is about the England lead. If they add another 25 or 30 runs, they'll probably set New Zealand 330, 340 to win, and then it'll be all to play for. Very exciting.